Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. I welcome all of you on the official page of HR Consultants Pakistan. Today, HR has organized this event with its partner university, Swinburne University, Malaysia campus, for you people. In this session, we will discuss about the university courses, university location, the fees, the scholarship available, all the questions that you people have in your mind in order to make the decision to join the Swinburne University. So I welcome you all of here and with my respected guests with us from Swinburne University, Ms. Karen Wong and Mr. Dallin Ong from Swinburne University, and my fellow colleague Noman Hamid is also coming in this session. So I welcome all of you, my guests, on this platform of HR Consultants. So Ms. Karen Wong, how are you and Dallin? How is everything?
Hi, Team HR. For everyone, I'm Karen. We are doing well. I'm doing great so far. We are working from home, but we are slowly going back to campus next week. Things are going well. We are very positive, and we are very excited today to be hosted by HR to chat with everyone about what opportunities they can get at Swinburne University.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
How are you, Dylan? How is everything?
I'm fine. Thank you, Umer. Thank you, Noman, for hosting this. Hello, everyone from Malaysia. We are from Swinburne, and as you can see in the back here, we are from Malaysia and Australian University. We are all in the same boat. We are working from home, but we are hoping to see our students back in the campus soon. And we miss our students from Pakistan, so we hope they will join us back soon.
You don't have to worry. Yeah, students from Pakistan also very anxious to join the university. They are just waiting to be locked down, to be lifted, and all the things to be get resumed. However, we are having this session, and we will provide all the information to them with this virtual expo, you can say. So, Mr. Noman, please.
Thank you, Dylan, and thank you, Karen, for giving us this information. My first question from you guys is, why the student will choose Swinburne University, Sarawak?
Okay, I'll take that question, Dylan. I think most importantly, in terms of why students should choose Swinburne University, I think if they are looking for a university that can give them quality education, and most importantly, a very effective graduate outcome, I believe Swinburne University is one of the main universities they should be looking at, right? We have really good graduate outcome. For some of the courses, we have 100% graduate employability. Okay, so that means that every single graduate that comes out from that program, students are hired. So some of the key programs are like civil engineering, as well as Bachelor of Business, Accounting and Finance, or just accounting. All right, I think that's one of the key reasons, because at the end of the day, why do parents want to invest in education is so that the child will have a fruitful and successful future. So Swinburne do have a very positive track record when it comes to employment, okay? Secondly, I think we have very, very affordable tuition fees for students. So not only quality, but also affordable. And Swinburne Malaysia is 75% owned by the Malaysian state government. So we have very good, I would say, support from the government. So in terms of facilities, in terms of the property or the land that we are located, this is highly supported by the government. So we are not going to disappear anytime. Actually, we have been in Malaysia for 20 years, and we are celebrating our 20th year anniversary this year. So number one, quality. Number two, affordability. All right. And number three, for students who wants to look into finalizing or completing their studies in Australia, Swinburne Malaysia gives them the ideal opportunity. So not only will they graduate with experience from just one country, but they will have experience in Malaysia as well as Australia. So it's a very good combination. I mean, now in the economical world, Asia is a very important sector now, right? So if students can have experience in Asia and then later on have experience in Australia, I think that will give them the perfect outcome. So I think with these three key reasons, Swinburne University Malaysia have a very good package for international students, especially Pakistani students. And Malaysia being a Muslim country and friendly and multicultural, I think that is also an added value as well. Thank you, Norman.
Okay, so Mr. Dallin, can you please let us know about your popular courses and your available intakes?
Sure. So we have programs ranging from foundation, diploma, bachelor degrees, masters, and up to PhD. So our big intakes, for example, would be for the bachelor's programs. We have usually 2 a year in March and in September. And for foundation programs, we have up to 4 intakes a year. Our popular programs are from the faculties of engineering, science, IT, business, as well as design. So we offer the core programs identical to Swinburne from Australia, but we offer it fully in the Malaysia campus. So the student can finish these programs in Malaysia and get their Australian degree, or they can also transfer to Australia at any point.
Okay.
So Dylan, what is the entry requirements for the bachelor's, diploma, and master's programs? And what are the IELTS requirements for students?
Okay, let's start from diploma and foundation and diploma. So we recognize and accept both the Pakistan National Syllabus and also the Cambridge syllabus, which is the two popular methods in Pakistan. So for the Pakistan syllabus, matriculation or SSC, we can accept into our foundation and diploma program. So generally, a student will need to have about 65% average in metric in order to be eligible for foundation or diploma. For for O levels, then we will look at a minimum of 5 subjects with C grades. Okay. That's for foundation and diploma. And for those who are interested in bachelor's programs, we can accept intermediate or HSC with a minimum average of 65. If a student has done A levels, then we will need at least 3 subjects and a minimum of 7 points. So that will be, for example, grades of 1C and 2Ds. They will be able to join the bachelor's degree. So this is about the same across the board. Specific criteria would be for programs like engineering, science, then we would need the student to have a background in these fields. So usually those in pre-engineering, pre-medical, pre-science would be eligible for engineering and science programs.
Okay, Dylan, you have told that there are some exchange program and transfer program as well of yours. So can you please explain the audience what it means transfer when we talk and what it means exchange?
Sure. So transfer and exchange, we categorize under student mobility. So the general term mobility covers both transfer and exchange, and both of these are available at Swinburne University, Sarawak. So the first one, transfer, actually means they are shifting from one campus to another. So for example, if a student from Pakistan comes to Swinburne, Sarawak, Malaysia for a 3-year program, for example, a Bachelor of Business, they can choose to do the whole program in Malaysia, or they can also transfer to Australia after a minimum of 1 year. So after 1 year, they can apply to transfer to finish up year 2 and year 3 in Australia, or even they can choose to do the final year in Australia. So for transfer, when they leave Malaysia and go to Australia, they will also be paying different fee. Okay, the Malaysia fee is about 1/3 of the Australian fee. So if they go to Australia, then they'll start paying the Australian fee. So that is a transfer program. The other one, exchange, means that they remain a student at the Sarawak campus and spend 1 semester in Australia. That means 6 months, usually in the 2nd or the 3rd year. So they can spend 1 semester in the Australia campus, but still continue to pay the Malaysia fee. After they exchange, then they will return to Malaysia to finish their course. So those 2 options are available in Swinburne, Sarawak.
Sorry to cut you, Dylan, here. You talk about
sure.
exchange program in which a student can transfer 1 semester over there. So what if a student is very outstanding and interested to 1 more semester over there? So is there any possibility, or just you have an option of single semester to be exchanged in program?
For exchange, the Melbourne campus currently allows our students to spend 1 semester. They can actually choose to go on exchange to another university, one of our partners, for another semester. But in Australia, it's limited to 6 months, 1 semester. One of the reasons is because we actually send a lot of students on exchange and transfer to Australia. Every semester, we are sending an average of about 50 students on exchange and also 50 for transfer, which I think is a very high number. Among all branch campuses worldwide, we might have the largest record or the highest record of students who go on exchange or transfer to the main campus.
Okay, so you tell that you can transfer to Swinburne Melbourne only for a one semester, huh? Exchange for one semester.
Yes,
And
yes, sir.
you said that there are some other partners of yours as well.
Yes.
What about that?
Okay, we currently have partners in Korea, Japan, India, Germany. So these are also universities which will accept Swinburne students, and they can spend another semester or up to 2 semesters with those partner universities. So exchange is quite a popular option. And all exchange students continue to pay the fee of the home campus.
That's great.
Thanks, Dylan.
Thank
Kiran,
you.
my question from you. I know we know you're offering business, design, engineering, and science and computing program. So which one is the most famous program in from Swinburne University?
You're asking me, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, okay. Generally, I believe that the currently from Pakistan, let's say we focus on Pakistan, the most popular program is our engineering program, and then followed by actually our business program. However, we do see that there is an increase in interest in the IT program as well. So
Yes.
we see increasingly, I'm sure you have noticed that as well. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
see increasingly a bigger interest in computing, and engineering interest is still there, especially in the area of, for example, like robotics and mechatronics or mechanical engineering. Okay, and under computing, of course, the popular programs are in the area of computer science, like software engineering, for example. And then thirdly, under the business area, we can see that the increased popularity is in the area, for example, like accounting or accounting and finance, as well as program like marketing or management as well. So we do offer a variety of programs for students to take up. The good thing about Swinburne program is that the first year is a general year, meaning that every student will be doing the same general year. So should the student change their mind after first year to change major, it's still possible. They will not be wasting any time, or actually any semester, the semester will not be prolonged as well. So I think that is a very good and flexible program for students to take up. Yeah.
Thank you. We know that you are offering robotics, but the robotics with a mechatronic as well. Is this program is useful for the students for the future and well?
Yes, actually, robotics and mechatronics. So at that time, it was something that is very new and people were not very open to it. Yeah. But eventually, the reason why Swinburne Australia started offering this program is because they see a future in it. So I think since the past maybe 7-8 years, one of the key reasons is that this particular major actually covers 3 areas. One is electrical electronic, the second part is mechanical engineering, and the third part actually is artificial intelligence. So it's a combination of 3 different disciplines, which actually comes into the play for robotics and mechatronics. It's very effective in the area of manufacturing. Okay, so one of the main role is that how do we make manufacturing more efficient? So robotics and mechatronics students actually can look into the research for this, or they can look into how do they actually maintain certain process in the manufacturing to make it more efficient. Because in manufacturing, in production, it's all about creating more products within a short time of period. So we foresee that this is a growing interest, and it is something that is highly in demand out there. Even in the medical field now, there is a demand for this, because even in hospital now, they use a lot of robotics and mechatronics machine as well.
Yes,
So
yes,
it's
yes.
a very wide area. Yeah.
So Karen, what is the fee structure of these programs?
The current fee structure for international students for engineering is around 40,000 ringgit Malaysia per year. So that is around 9,000 US dollar per year. Okay, for engineering. However, for business program is around 7,000 US dollar a year. So engineering are all 4 years, and business IT design program are all 3 years. So my fees that I quoted is per annum.
Okay, the most common question from Pakistani students. What about the scholarship and discounts you're offering?
Of course, we do offer every year, we do offer different types of scholarships, as well as not only scholarship, we also give bursary. So this year, for our 20th year anniversary, we are actually launching, we have launched actually a bursary for all international students. So regardless whether you have, you know, straight A results or not, you are going to get a 5,000 ringgit bursary, okay, to be deducted from your first year tuition fee. Okay. However, if you are a student with good results, okay, then you have a chance to get additional scholarship on top of the bursary. So our scholarship is up to a maximum of 10,000. So that means that a student can potentially get 15,000 deducted from their first year tuition fee. So I think considering the current situation and all that, this is actually quite a generous gift from the university. And I don't think our requirement is that high for scholarship, which Dylan can share later. Yeah, but I believe that it is something that we are working towards. So we give a bursary on top of a scholarship.
Okay, fine. So this bursary or this scholarship is only available for first year fee, or it will also be given in other years as well?
Okay, for the bursary, is only special for the year 2020, okay? But for the scholarship, if the student can maintain good results in the first year, they can get another scholarship for the second year. So it can continue until they graduate, as long as they maintain the requirement of the university, the minimum
What do you
grades.
mean by good result? What percentage is required to achieve that?
We are looking at, our scores are in the form of CGPA, okay? So maximum CGPA is 4, okay? So we are expecting students to maintain a CGPA of around, for example, 3.7. Around there, they will be able to continue to get their scholarship.
Okay.
Thanks,
One
Dylan.
more clarification I need. Sorry. One more clarification I need over there. Let's suppose if a student joins Swinburne, but at the starting time he is not eligible for the scholarship, but later on he performs very well and he achieved the 3.7 CGPA. So is he eligible for next year's scholarship for that?
Unfortunately, no. We don't have that type of scheme at the moment. So, but thank you for that suggestion, Umair. Maybe it's something that we can consider for 2021. Okay. But for now, no, we don't have that type of scheme. But the student will definitely get 5,000 bursary though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dylan, can you
Yes,
please
sir.
tell us about the student life outside university in terms of entertainment, recreation, shopping,
Sure.
etc.?
Okay. So you may know that Swinburne in Sarawak in Malaysia, we are in a city called Kuching. So it's not the capital city. We are the fourth largest city in Malaysia. So we are a flight from the capital city. So yeah, one of the reasons I chose this picture behind me is to show you that where the location of our campus. So directly behind me, you see this the campus here. This is our campus. And then just on the here, you can see across the road, there's a shopping mall. There's like a 5-minute walk. Okay, next to the shopping mall is a mosque. And then next to that is the immigration department. But as you keep going back towards the horizon, you actually see the center of Kuching city. So we're actually only 10 minutes from the city center. So that includes all the entertainment, daytime and nighttime entertainment, food, shopping. So, and actually, if you look at the picture here, also you see a mountain here in the horizon. So where there's a mountain, there's also a beach nearby. So actually, we are also about less than 1 hour from a beach. So for a student in Kuching, in this city, they are close to anything they need: shopping, cinema, nightlife. Okay, and they are also close to nature. So it's a very nice, peaceful, and clean city. And I believe our international students are very happy living and studying here.
Yes, there's Orangutan Park as well, most famous.
Yes, yes, I remember that both of you have visited, and yeah, we're happy to have you. That's only about 20 minutes drive from the city, from where we are.
I think, let me add on to what Dylan is saying. I believe that Kuching has a very balanced lifestyle and environment for students. So I would not say that we are too happening, but we are not too boring as well. So it gives you a chance to really settle in, be comfortable, be able to focus on the studies, at the same time also have fun. There is a very good combination. Yeah.
Okay. So how many students you have in your campus?
Currently, we have around 3,500 students, okay? Not including the students that we have recruited this year, okay? So around 3,500 in total. And then international student is around 20% in total. Yeah,
Okay.
from around 40 countries.
40.
Karen, do you give internships to the students who are studying in bachelor's program?
Yes, actually, we encourage internship a lot for our students. For engineering students, it's not called internship, it's called industrial training. That is compulsory. Okay, so the university will actually provide assistance to engineering students to make sure that they are able to complete the industrial training starting from the second year of their studies onwards. Okay. For other students like business or IT or design students, internship is highly recommended. So actually, we strongly encourage them to do so. And they can even do internship within the university, or they can do internship outside, or they can engage themselves into industrial project. We want our students to have real life experience and not just go to an office and do photocopying. So we really want them to be involved. So a lot of times we get a lot of projects as well, and then we encourage our students to get involved. And of course, if there is any, most internship, there is a salary paid to the student actually.
Okay. Karen, as you, please,
yes, ma'am. Please.
no problem. Sorry for that. Karen, as you told that you are going to resume office very soon. So what about the September intake? And when are you going to start the process of visa for that?
Okay. All right. The current situation is like this. Okay. Currently, the government has given us the green light to go back to office. Okay. But unfortunately, students are still not allowed to come back to campus. So all studies are currently fully online. Okay. We are hoping that by September, or actually in the next 2-3 months, when things really get on smooth or safer, then the government will give us the green light to bring students back to the campus. So immigration is very much aware of this, and they are also waiting for the green light from the government as well. So as soon as we get any confirmation from the government, we will start processing visa. However, if the government decide not to allow students to come back, we will start continue with online learning as well. And we encourage students to give online learning a trial instead of waiting until next year. Because online learning, although you may not be physically face-to-face, but we using one of the world's best education system called Canvas in order to allow students to feel more inclusive. So Canvas is almost like a campus by itself, a virtual campus. Yeah. So we are hoping that things will improve and we'll be able to welcome them. If not, then online learning is something that we are going to continue to do for the rest of the year.
Okay, thank you, Karen. I have a question that our KPK, the students from our KPK side, they are not willing to do the IELTS. So can we get exemptions on the IELTS so that they can easily get the admission without IELTS?
Okay. In order to join Swinburne, students need to fulfill 2 requirements. One is academic and the other is English, okay? So although IELTS is one of the assessment we use, but it's not the only one, okay? I know IELTS can be expensive, all right? So what we offer is we offer students to sit for a test called Versant, whereby they can do the test at HR's office, okay? And this test is free of charge, all right? And if they are able to get the score that we want, they are exempted, they meet the English requirement and they don't have to do IELTS or TOEFL or any of those expensive exams actually. So English assessment is still necessary, but we offer you a much affordable and convenient way to do it. Yeah.
Okay. So my question from Dylan, we can give the break to Karen. So do you have on-campus accommodation as well? Because
Yes,
what are the
we
advantages of on-campus and off-campus accommodation?
okay.
Advantages
We
and
have
disadvantages.
Okay, we have both, but I just need to mention that this year our on-campus accommodation will be undergoing a renovation in July. So that will be for at least 12 months. So it will not be available for at least 12 months from July. At the moment, students are still staying on campus. So it's actually within the university. So if you actually look at this area here, see that red roof in the back. So that is our on-campus accommodation. So it's within campus. So come from July onwards, we will be offering our students off-campus options. And off-campus actually will be starting as close as just next door, just just behind this building. There's actually one already. That's 2 minutes walk from the campus. So we have off-campus accommodation close by. Some are maybe within 5 or 10 minutes walk, and some are a bit further. So we have a range of options depending on what the student prefer. If they want convenience, then we can have them stay very close by. If they want maybe a slightly better facilities or close to some shopping areas, then there are also some that are a bit further, but we will also provide the shuttle transport for the students, so they don't have to worry. And these are furnished rooms, and so the students can stay with other students either off campus. For the next 15 months, it'll be off campus, but it could be very close by. So yes, we have a lot of accommodation.
Every charges for international students.
Okay,
Every
our on camp. Okay, typically they have our room options will either be for twin sharing, that means two people to a room, or a single room, that means they have the whole room. Twin sharing room on campus currently start from about 380 ringgit per month. So I think in dollars that's less than $100 per month. Off campus, with that, it is possible they could get the single room for that. But if they're going with the Swinburne off campus option, a single room usually will go around $250 per month for a single room. That includes the furnished room, water bill, electricity, Wi-Fi. So they just have to bring their own bed sheets and maybe some cooking utensils.
Okay. Karen, you just told us that apart from IELTS, you also have your English test. And you said that we can conduct that test in our offices as well. So during this lockdown situation, our offices are all closed. So we are working from home.
Okay.
So is there any possibility that the student can go for this web test from their home as well?
Yes, actually, we are making it as flexible as possible. So actually, they can do the test online because it's an online test anyway. And then HR can actually monitor through online as well. So as long as, we have HR on board and the student agree to do it that way and they have a safe internet line, it's all possible to be done even during this lockdown.
That's fine. Okay.
So, Karen, how the students can apply the inter-campus transfer and exchange program?
Okay. We have a coordinator in our department that helps students with both exchange and also transfer. So every year, normally he will make announcements on Canvas to invite students to come and submit their application. So we actually help them do the process from the start till the beginning, and from the beginning till the end, actually. So very convenient. We provide full service to the students. However, if a student, for example, prefer to apply for transfer through HR consultants, we are also okay with that, and we're also happy with that because some parents may prefer to go through an office that they're familiar with, and documents is easier for them to submit. So both option is fine with us, and we provide support any way that we can.
Okay, do you have any sports and sports societies available at Swinburne campus?
In general, at the Swinburne campus, we have about 60 societies and clubs, ranging from sports to academic, to social as well, and also to charity clubs and association as well. In terms of sporting facilities, we have a very good gym actually for students to use, and very affordable. I don't think you can find a gym at that price. Only about 50 ringgit a month, okay? And students can get use of a full gym, and there is like a trainer who is based there as well, okay, to give advice on how do you build your muscles and all that, okay. We have facilities like basketball, badminton, squash, as well as a tennis court. So all these facilities are there and available for students to use. We actually have a cricket club as well that consists of students from South Asia. And it's really nice to see them compete. So we have a field, an open field that students can use for football, for cricket, for any sort of activity as well. So we strongly encourage that.
Okay, Darren, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Let's suppose the student join the university and after completion of one semester, let's suppose you go for the international business program and you studied one semester from your university and later on you decide to change the program. So what will be the possibilities for that?
Okay. Within Swinburne, and they want to change to something else
Yes, within your own campus, if you want to
Okay,
change.
sure, no problem. No problem. As Karen mentioned, a lot of the first year programs are common. So they actually do a common first year. So if a student has chosen international business in their first semester and decide to switch to maybe management or digital media in their second semester, they can do so. They will not lose out on any subjects. They can even change after the second semester. Okay, so that's quite straightforward for within a business program. So if they just want to switch their major, they can change after 1 or 2 semesters. If they choose instead maybe to switch from business to IT or business to design, that is also possible, but that will be on a case-by-case basis because the faculty will need to review what they've done and provide the suitable study plan for them. But yes, basically the answer would be yes, they can switch to a program. The only time it might not be possible is if they start with a non-technical program like business, design, and then later on decide to switch to something like engineering or biotechnology. Then we will have to see if they have done, again, look at the entry criteria. If they have done math, physics, science subjects in their previous qualification. So if they've done that, then they may be able to switch their course as well.
Okay. Dylan, what about the students who are willing to accept the offer letter? Do you file the visas for the next intake?
Yeah, okay. Right now, the immigration, they're still not processing new visas, but as soon as we get the green light that the university can run on-campus programs, we will be processing the visa. So once a student has accepted the offer to study on campus, we can process the visa as soon as it is possible to do so.
Okay. Karen, what about your master's programs? You have coursework and research based both.
Yes.
So we want to know about something about your PhD programs.
Okay. Currently, we have master's and PhD program. So in terms of these two areas, it comes in for master's, it's either coursework or research, and PhD, of course, is by research. Yeah. So we are open for application for all three different areas as well. So the time started from about 1.5 years up to about 4 years, depending on which program they they choose to do, and whether or not how soon they can complete their research as well. So when it comes to research, a student can actually spend some time in Malaysia and also some time in their home country as well. So there is a flexibility there. However, if it comes to coursework, we prefer the students to be on campus, face-to-face with us when they come. But currently, starting from May, we have started our MBA classes and we have started with online learning as well. So all this is possible as well. So unfortunately for our master's program, it must be completed in Malaysia if you start in Malaysia. So for students who wants to transfer to Australia, they will need to start their studies in Australia. So unlike the undergraduate degree, students are allowed to transfer, but for master's program, they are not able to transfer.
Okay, so as you have started offering the online classes, so how many students have joined that program?
Okay, we have started online for all our undergraduate program, as well as foundation and diploma program. And coming up is our master's program in May. Okay, so online is something that suddenly happened this year. Okay, so we all know that because of COVID-19. All right, we are very surprised and very happy to note that actually students are very open to online learning. The response to online learning has been very positive for Swinburne. So, and at the same time, we have been doing a lot of survey with our students currently to make sure that they are comfortable with it and to address any concern that they may have. So we address concerns from parents as well as students, because with all this sudden change, it's something that everyone is taken, by surprise. So we are actually working very hard. Our lecturers are working very hard to make sure that students understand how it works, making sure they stay disciplined and continue to engage with them. So we are very positive, and the response has been positive. Feedback has been positive as well, and so far, it has been trending well for Swinburne Malaysia.
That's
So,
great.
Dylan, are there any jobs on campus available for the students?
On campus, yes. For example, like the internships that Karen mentioned, we can offer our students internships on campus that they can take during the either during the semester or during their break. So if they work on campus, it's usually as an intern in a specific department. So on campus, yes, available. But off campus, that gets a bit tricky. As you know, in Malaysia, the possibility of doing part-time work as a student is quite low and very limited options. But on campus, yes, we can assist students to get some part-time work or internships.
As long as the student is interested.
Yes, and can work hard.
Students are interested.
Hopefully we have asked all the questions from Karen and Dylan. So do you have any other thing you to ask from them? Then we will end the session.
I have many questions, but I think we have a limited time.
Okay, most of the things have already they have asked. They have told about their courses of business, engineering, design, IT, and about the fee structure. Ken has already told about eligibility requirements, about their English IELTS and their WEFT test requirements and accommodation. Everything I think they have answered, and they answered very well and in very detail. And we are very thankful to Mr. Dalan and Ms. Karen for your time that you provided to us. Dear viewers, our HR team and Swinburne team is available for you for your admissions. We all are working from home. Admissions are open. We are having a next intake in September and October. So you don't have to worry. You just have to process your application. Just have to send your education documents to me and my fellow colleague, Mr. Noman. The numbers are displaying on the screen. And you can also send your documents on our email, which is malaysia@hrpakistan.com. We and Swinburne University will arrange your offer letter very soon for you. And we are looking forward that you will join the Swinburne University in September intake. And we are praying to Allah that all this thing should be settled very soon. This is our prayers. And very thank you, Ms. Karen and Dylan and my fellow colleague Noman. So you have any good words for the viewers who are watching you?
Karen, you can start first.
All right. Okay. First of all, I want to thank HR consultants for organizing this and for hosting us today. We are very happy to be here, Dylan, myself. We hope that we can continue to do this, to talk to viewers, to answer any of your concerns. I just want to add on something to what Umair has mentioned. Actually, we have intake coming up in June as well. It is a foundation intake. So for students who are willing to consider to join us for foundation, please contact HR consultants for further information. It will be online. So what students can do is you start in June for online, and once the green light is given for September for students to come in to study, you can then come into Malaysia in September. So you don't waste any time, okay? Because time is of really essence at the present moment. All right. I know that this is the current situation we are all in globally. It's really difficult and tough. So I hope that everyone will continue to stay safe, stay home, okay? And we will stay connected virtually. And hopefully we will be able to see, some of you in Malaysia very soon in the near future. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.